Okay, so this is what it looks like. Whoops, let me turn off this overhead light. This is what it looks like with photopea with the iPad. So what we do here is make sure your stylus is on, and I opened it up in photopea, and now I'm going to just go to image, auto tone, auto contrast, auto color, right? And I can zoom in by going to, whoops, very sensitive, go to view, zoom in. Keep zooming until you get to the spot that you want to be. You can use your finger to kind of open that up too if you're on a tablet or an iPad. Okay, so it's the same way as doing, as selecting brushes, pencils, either one. I'll go ahead and use a brush tool, and I'll select the actual width of that. And sometimes, okay, there we go. All right, so I'm going to bring that pixel down to like a 3, and I'm going to bring the hardness down a little bit as well, just like that. The hardness is, sometimes it helps to make it a little softer. I can see I just did, I have a little bit of red right here, but that's okay. I'm just going to ignore that for now. So the big part of using this is to go, you must use a new layer. Okay, so make sure you put a new layer there, because we want the background, I want to delete the background eventually. So I need to be working on a new layer. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm literally just going to start to draw right over top of what I have here, and where it's darker, I'm just going a little darker. And you'll see that when you have a stylus pen, I don't have as much control since I'm at a strange angle, but you have so much more control than what you have when you're working with just like a touchpad. You have a lot of disadvantages with the touchpad. And the cool thing about this is that you can basically correct as you go. So I can just kind of keep going here. I can always come back and darken later. I can move this, use your move tool. Whoops, don't use your move tool. Let's see, so I have not figured out how then to, I'm just gonna get off of that. But what I want to do is I want to zoom out. So I'm going to go to view, zoom out, okay? And then I should be able to move myself over, but I don't want to move the whole thing. So once you've had it, okay, you just use your fingers to enlarge and zoom. Okay, and as you can see here, when you turn it off, you can actually see your drawing, and it's pretty cool. And it goes tremendously faster than it would had you done it, with your fingers on the pad. The finger pad is really hard to work. So I'm just gonna kind of go faster here. You can erase too by going to the eraser tool, which is pretty cool. So let's say you're kind of sloppy like I just was. It's embedded in the same little set. Whoops, there it goes. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of keep working, and I'm left-handed, so working at this sort of pitched up position is a little awkward. But the idea here is that it goes so much quicker with a stylus pen. If you can get one, definitely get one. Don't expect your lines to be perfect. You can always come back later, but you'll just see it's like tremendously faster. Okay, I'm gonna zoom out a little bit. And if I see any like things that I'm like, oh, that just looks weird, like when I see it now, I'm like, oh, I could actually correct this by bringing, I have to make sure I'm not brush tool. You can also do edit undo if you don't like what you just did. So I wanted to bring my turtleneck up and over a little bit more. I like that, the way that looks a little better. And it is just tremendously more forgiving and easy to use than the stylus. I mean, than your finger. Sorry, that's my cat. Okay, so just keep going. I'm just gonna kind of go as fast as I can just to give you the basic idea. Thank you, cat, for providing all the ambient noise. Get over there. Oh, ouch. My picture looks cut off. I don't know why. But yeah, I just wanted to show you like how quick and controlling that is. Let me just do a few. It looks like it got pushed down. That's okay. So I'm just going to show you now, like if I were to turn the background layer off now. You can see how much more, just how quick it is. And had I been, you know, a little more patient with it, I could have gotten even better line work. But that's the general idea, and I hope that helps.